the reason it's called our bill is because it's all of ours. It's to help everybody, families, people in addiction, people, you know, maybe in recovery as well, depending on what that offers. And I just ask that everybody focuses on what it brings. It brings help. It gives people the option of all the treatments. If somebody goes and asks their doctor to be on methadone for 6 months and then go to rehab after 6 months, it allows that. You know, and if it doesn't allow that, the person's got a letter to say why it doesn't, and they can go and get advice. And sometimes that advice, by the way, working in the homelessness sector, is that you're not entitled to that. And I've got to be able to tell somebody that. Not every case runs. You know, it costs less money to raise judicial review as opposed to class action or suing the system, you know, or these other things that people have proposed. So I just ask that people and parties can put that aside, take it to the black and white. The words in the bill that I wrote a long time ago, it feels now, is that people have got access to treatment. Let's all agree that people should have the legal right to all the treatment options within reasonable time, and let's agree on the avenue for them to challenge that. Put party politics aside, that's the basic. That's basically what the bill offers, and I just ask people to stop viewing it as a Tory bill. I also don't mind if the SNP says, Stevie, we're going to take your principles of the bill in the avenue of judicial review and put it in the new human rights bill, or put it in something else. You know, that's negotiable. If the other stuff is unsavoury. But it's not a party political bill for me. This is a bill that will give people the chance of life. Will it save everybody? No. People still need to access treatment. But it'll give them a chance. It'll give them hope. It'll give sitting in your safe consumption room, somebody sitting there crying, I need help. You're able to say, here's the help I can get you. That's it. You know, there's no other. I want to be able to tell people that we can help you. So.
Majority of MSPs won't back something until they politically have no choice to back it. Now, there's two dimensions to that pressure. Either it comes from the top of their party and they get told through a memo or something, this is your position on this now, or they are pressured from their constituents and the public. Now, while the drug crisis is certainly making headlines and there's a lot of great organising and work going on to keep that pressure up, we have to work harder to get the average punter on the street, who's probably quite sceptical of anything that is not punitive with respect to people with addiction problems, to bring that pressure from the outside. And that's really how an MSP then develops the courage and, to be perfectly frank, the self-interest to follow that pressure, because they know if they don't do what their constituents want them to do, then they might not get elected again. And it seems obvious to describe it, but obviously it's not as simple as that from the politician's point of view.
Should they back it?
Of course they should back it. I don't understand why they haven't. They're basically saying that this is an issue that they can afford to play politics on, which is why they aren't backing it. Because intuitively we understand this is the right way to go.
This is about saving lives. It's a human rights issue. It's a public health emergency. We pulled together to tackle COVID-19 and to focus on COVID recovery. We need to do the same around drug and alcohol misuse and drug and alcohol deaths. So I was very pleased to chair a meeting for the cross-party group when Douglas Ross came along to talk about the bill and to really tackle some of the myths that are out there. This is not a Tory bill. This has come from the recovery community. But someone had to take it through the Parliament. I think we all need to take some responsibility for that, and we all need to have ownership of right to recovery. So I do appeal to all party leaders and all MSPs to get behind this. If you don't understand it, don't be afraid to ask questions. There are people in your community right now who are looking to you for support to help take away this stigma, because most people are suffering in silence and they think they're dealing with this alone. So it's for everyone to get behind, and every party should be supporting right to recovery.